Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for Lawrenceburg's February 2021 Flower of the Year, or Flower of the Month. This month's flower is chamomile, or you can pronounce it chamomile, or I've even heard it pronounced chamomile. So I feel like if you know what it is and you can spell it however you want to say it, it's perfectly fine for me. The chamomile that we're going to use today, compliments of the Friends of the Library for sponsoring the kits, and thank you for checking them out, is the German version of chamomile. Oftentimes you'll see Roman as well, but I just want to discern that ours is a German chamomile. Now this is very similar to lavender in a lot of the uses that we did last month, so you can kind of layer the knowledge that we learned month by month about the flowers and apply those to previous DIY kits. So this month's flower, chamomile, is in the aster family or the daisy family, so it's related to like chrysanthemums and even ragweed. It blends really, really well with lavender. So if you have any lavender left from last month's kit or some on your own, it's a really nice palatable blend, especially if maybe the lavender was good for you but a little on the astringent side. The chamomile really blends well and makes a nice tisane. And a tisane is just a fancy word for a flower or an herb that you drink like a tea but actually doesn't contain tea. It also blends really well with mint, and I know peppermint is a common herb that a lot of us have around or use anyway. So it's a really nice flower and botanical to kind of blend in with other palettes to make new flavors. Now tea or tisane, like we talked about just a second ago, is one of my favorite ways to enjoy chamomile. So it's caffeine free, which is nice. It has very calming and safe effects. It's oftentimes used in babies, toddlers, and small children as a calming and antispasmodic and anti-gas tea. You can give them little droppers of it. It wouldn't be sweetened, of course, with like honey or sugar. It would just be a few little droppers of a nice chamomile tea that is safe for children. It's oftentimes in sleepy time blends as well if you look at your recipes. Again, it is very calming. It has a calming aroma. It has a calming feeling, and it's an easy, palatable taste. It's not like other ones that are a little medicinal or astringent. And again, it bears repeating. It's antispasmodic, which just means if you have a tight spasm or a tightness in your stomach or your muscles, that it helps you relax and release that. And then even with bloating and cramps for adults, not just children, and for women who experience cramps, it can be really calming and antispasmodic and help you just feel better and reduce that bloating. If you remember last month with the simple syrup that we did with lavender, where we used the corn syrup and water and made a refrigerator stable simple syrup to add to club sodas, teas, ice cubes, all those sorts of ideas, they can certainly apply to chamomile as well. Now this is something that's really nice about chamomile that's different than other botanicals that we're going to work with this year, is it makes an incredible hair rinse, especially for blondes or light-haired people who are starting to turn gray or silver. And the hair rinse keeps your hair bright and light. And like a blonde who swims all summer and kind of gets that green tinge or sort of that damage, it's really nourishing for you, and it will strip that like discoloration out in a nice, good feel-good way. And if you're turning gray like me and you don't want your gray to like start to get dingy or yellow, you can do chamomile hair rinses with it after you shampoo, and it makes a really fragrant, nice, light, like sparkly texture rinse for your hair. A facial steam. Now a facial steam, we talked about this again with lavender, but that's a really good way to just enjoy it and breathe in the aroma. Chamomile is also known for its skin and soothing properties. So just as it relieves and relaxes inside internally when you take it as a tea, it relieves and relaxes like sore, prickly skin or troubled skin or congested skin. So you can make a steam and then put a towel over it when the water's removed from the heat, and then just inhale the aroma and let that medicinal steam help your skin tone up and feel better. An eye compress is a really good way to do it, especially for swollen puffy eyes. And this is good for kids too when they get colds and they kind of get those weepy eyes sometimes and that congestion. This is a really nice use for that. You would use your muslin bag that's included in your kit. You'd use it for all of these, but for the eye compress, you don't even have to take it out. And then you would just lie the chamomile with the bag right onto yours or the child's eyes. And that feels really good, and it instantly brings down swelling and puffiness and helps kind of draw out when you get those weepy, gooey eyes this time of year with colds and things like that. You can also use it as a foot soak or a bath tea. So you could make the whole bag and put it into your tea, or put it into your bath, pardon me, and kind of take a bath in a nice hot cup of chamomile tea. Or if you're not a bath person, it's really nice as a foot soak. It smells good, it feels good, and again, it's astringent and soothing for like troubled or congested skin. Now, one thing that I want to bring up is there's a lot of research, okay, and it's not all 100% come out in the wash, but there is research that suggests that it may, if you take it on a daily basis, where if you drink like a cup of chamomile tea every single day, it could affect estrogen production in women. So I don't want to frighten anybody, and again, the research is out, but they're doing a lot of research on it. And it looks like a lot of chamomile intake can affect estrogen production. So just be mindful of that and do your own follow-up research to be sure that it would apply to you in a safe manner. If for some reason you're on some sort of hormone replacement therapy or something like that, really look into it before you take this in as a tea, or just check with your doctor. If you've checked this out and you're like, well, shoot, that's me, now I've got this kit, what do? Just use the chamomile in the external ways instead. You don't have to internalize it and take it in, and then that would eliminate any concern. Another fun thing about chamomile in our part of the region or area is once you establish it, especially the German version, it really is a nice self-seeding annual. So it's not a perennial, but the little daisy heads make these beautiful little teeny tiny hundreds and hundreds of little black speck seeds. They look like little pepper, like if you took pepper and just blew it out. And once you get a good little crop of German chamomile, like in a rock garden, they like pathways, they like driveways, gravel, kind of disrupted, undesirable places for a lot of other plants, which makes it nice to establish in little rock gardens and things. They will self-seed and come back year after year after year, and you can easily establish little patches of the German chamomile in our region. Now, you'll notice that I didn't write ratios and recipes up this time like I usually do. Like to make a tea, you would use a teaspoon of herb and 6 to 8 ounces of water. To make your simple syrup, you would do this, the hair rinse, all of these. And that's because this month, not every month are we lucky enough to get them, we have a really cool herb savvy chamomile handout that's going to accompany your kits. So in your kit, you're going to have your ounce of food-grade certified botanical German chamomile, your certified organic cotton muslin bag, and the ones in your kit this year, month are going to look a little different. They have like red stitching around them, but they're all good to go. And then along with that is your brochure. So when you pick up your kit, or if you didn't get it with it, be sure you get back and get it. We'll put them right with it. And it has a plethora of really cool pictures, information, historical facts, and then super accurate recipes for every single idea that we covered here. So I thought instead of taking up your time on the video and talking about it all, since we have the handouts this month, we'll take advantage of that. So again, in your handout, it has the relaxing bath, the hair rinse, the facial steam, the eye compress, the foot soak, and then the very beginning tea ratios and all about the calming properties of chamomile, some fun historical facts, and anything you would want to know about using it in your own kitchen for your own fun adventures in botanical blending. So for 2021, February, the year of flowers, this month, February, is chamomile. Thank you again, Denise, for the beautiful poster. And you are going to use your brochure, your ounce of food-grade botanical, and your muslin bag to experiment and enjoy our beautiful little fun daisy-faced chamomile flower. And this will conclude our session for this month, and next month we're going to do elderflower. So we'll see you March 2021 for elderflower. Thanks for checking out your kit. Thanks for sponsoring Lawrenceburg Library, and I'll see you next month.